Hey sis, let's be real. If your business isn't making money while you're asleep, at brunch with your homegirls, or binge watching Netflix, you don't have a business. You have a hobby. And if you're feeling like you're posting nonstop and hustling for each sale with nothing to show for it, it's because you don't have a funnel. In this video, I'm gonna share with you how to build a funnel in one weekend. Yes, by Monday. Even if you're just starting out, I'm gonna break down exactly what a funnel is, what are all the parts of the funnel, and why it's so important you need each of these steps to be successful in your business. I'm Chelsea Harris. I am the founder of Saasy Boss Marketing Agency. I help women entrepreneurs just like you with ditching that 9 to 5 and scaling their service-based businesses with systems and marketing strategy that actually work. Are you ready to build that first funnel? Let's get into it. So what is a funnel really? Let me break this down without any marketing jargon. A funnel is simply put a step-by-step journey that takes a stranger to a potential buyer to a loyal customer. And the best part is it does it all on autopilot. So you don't have to constantly live in your DMs trying to get that next sale, chasing that next sale. Your clients are going to come to you because you're guiding them through the system and they will reach out to you when they're ready to buy. Before we jump in, I need you to understand this because funnels are so important. It's what separates the men from the boys, or in this case, the girls from the queens. This is the main reason you're spending more time in your business than you need to, and it seems harder than it needs to be. Most people think that a funnel is just a fancy marketing term. You hear people throw the term around all the time, but they don't really explain to you the true benefits and the true reason why you need one. A funnel is a system that frees you. It's the reason you go from overwhelmed and burnt out to making sales and living your damn life. So what is a funnel really? A funnel attracts the right people, nurtures them with value, and converts them into paying clients on autopilot. It works 24/7, even when you're not. It saves you time, builds trust, and helps you grow your email list and make consistent sales without being glued to your phone. And if you're building your business on the side right now, and you're working a 9 to 5, raising babies, juggling life, you don't need to be doing everything manually. You need a system that does it for you. Think of a funnel as your personal sales team that never calls in sick, always makes the sale, never forgets to do the job, and brings in clients on autopilot. In this video, I'm showing you not only how to build a funnel, but how to build a life where you no longer have to trade your time for money. Step 1, create your lead magnet. So a lead magnet is how you attract people into your funnel. It's something free and valuable that you give to your audience in exchange for their contact information. Think free quiz or ebook or workbook. It should be simple, actionable, and irresistible. It should be enough to give them a win, but leave them yearning for more. So what makes a good lead magnet? It solves one problem. It's very quick to consume and easy to digest. It's directly related to your offer, and it's designed to build trust with your audience. So now I'm going to show you how to create a lead magnet. So as a reminder, a lead magnet is a free, valuable resource that you offer in exchange for someone's contact information, usually their email address. The goal of this is to attract leads. You're attracting the strangers to get to know who you are, get to know your company, right? You get their contact information, you send them the free guide, and then from there, you have their email address, so you will continue to email them, build trust, tell them about your company, tell them who you are, give them an introduction, give them testimonials about some of the people that have worked with you, and that guides them towards your paid offer. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to create one. The easiest thing that I would recommend for creating a lead magnet is using Canva. I created my lead magnet in Canva using a plug and play template, and I wrote the entire guide with help from ChatGPT. I don't think there's any shame in using smart tools to help you in building your guide. So in order to utilize Canva to create a template, what I did is I just went in here and I typed in lead magnet, and then from there I searched. And it gave me a plethora of options, right? It just comes up with a lot of different options. It even gives you some options that you can utilize in your like social media, like free guide. And it has where you can drop the cover of your guide in here. But these are like Instagram templates and that kind of thing that you can utilize once you have your guide. But currently I'm working with a therapist, so I thought this one sounded really cool, how to be mindful in 7 days. So I downloaded that guide. And from there, I'm like, okay, this is cool, but how do I make it work with my brand? So I actually have my brand colors already inside of Canva. So you can actually go in here and you can say, okay, for this page, I want to um, play around with some colors to make it work with my brand. So you can utilize that. If I want to put my logo in here, I could do that. Put it in here, make it fit, make it look nice, right? If I wanted a different image or maybe of a different woman, I'm like, for instance, I wanted to utilize a woman of color. So I said, Black woman in nature. I can just type that in here and I can bring her over here. Oh, here's a photo. So you can utilize that to make it attract your ideal client. And then from there, if you're doing an e-guide, I recommend you have somewhere in there that is a welcome so they know a little bit about who your company, who you are, who your company is, what you do, and how you can transform their life. And make it quick, easy. People don't want to read a long block of text, just something quick to get them to understand who you are and what you do. And then from there, just do an introduction about the topic, give the 3 to 5 tips that you have, and then in your conclusion, in your final slide or final page, that's where you would have a call to action. So that's where you're going to promote your paid offer. So you see like on here, it says the mindfulness masterclass. So you can have your paid offer, or you're going to have your website. You're going to have some way where they can connect back with you. You're going to say, hey, book a free consultation with me, something that's going to allow them to connect back with you. What I would definitely recommend from this with a lead magnet, you want to make sure that you're asking your client to do something. Don't you give them the guide, but from there you want them to know how they can continue to work with you. Step 2, build your sales page. So a sales page is where your potential customers will go after they say, yes, I would love to try that freebie you're offering. In the sales page, it's going to explain who you are, what that freebie is, and what the benefits are of it, and how it's going to transform their life. So in the sales page, you want to have a clear headline that discusses with them exactly what it is that you're offering to them. You want to touch on their pain points and show that your freebie is a solution. You want to give some testimonials if you have them, or some way build credibility. You want to, of course, tell them what's included in the freebie that you're providing them. And then you want to give them a call to action. In this case, it's asking them for their contact information. And then you're going to email them their freebie as an attachment. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to build your sales page or opt-in page. This is where your lead magnet lives. It's where people give you their email in exchange for that freebie of yours. So this is where am going to utilize my Saasy Boss software, CRM software, to show you the drag and drop builder. So this is Saasy Boss. So what I would do is I actually went here into sites, and then under funnels, actually has an option for funnels. I have one already in here, but I'm going to show you how to go in and utilize a template. So you can click on new funnel, and then you can do it from scratch, where you totally create it from a blank page. They have an AI option, or you can do templates. Templates for me seems to be the easiest option. In here, remember, I'm working with a therapist, so I'm going to go into health and wellness, right? And in here, I can select one of these templates. I can even type in here lead capture, and I can select one of the templates from one of these options. Okay. So from these templates, select one, just press continue. It's going to add the template. And then from here, you can personalize it. Okay, so remember, when you're building this sales page, the main things that you want to show in here, or the key sections that you want to have in here, are a hook. You want to get their attention, grab their attention right away. You want to give them the benefits of what this guide or lead magnet is going to do for them, what they'll get in what is it, a checklist? Is it a training? You want to tell them exactly what they're going to get. And really, a big thing about the copy in this page, you want to focus on transformation. Instead of just saying free checklist, say the exact checklist I use to book 10 clients in 30 days. Something that's very, very specific, that's what sells. The more you tell, the more you sell. So as you can see, as you're building the page, you can change the colors. Let's say I want this to be, brown. You can actually add in a custom color in here. So if you wanted to, if you had a specific hex code for your brand, has a specific purple or specific blue or specific red, you can actually enter that in right here, and then you add the color. But once you have the colors in here, you can change it to what you want, that background color. You can put a logo in here. You can actually upload your logo directly into the space. So this is my client. Let's say we utilize her logo in here, so you can actually use that. You could, let's say you wanted a specific image in here. You can go in here and you can select the image that works best for you. So in this case, you want this to look like your brand. So whatever image you choose, that's what people are going to resonate to. So you just want to make sure it's something that connects with your ideal client and your target audience in your niche. And then from here, you literally are just going to put, I mean, you can line it like this. It doesn't even have to be this detailed, but you can just go in here and just say the three things, the three benefits from this specific e-guide that you're downloading, or that you're going to get from this quiz or checklist or anything that you've already created. You don't even have to have all the frequently asked questions in there. You can if you'd like. Depends on what you're giving them as a lead magnet. So from there, you have this button. With this button, that's where they're going to be able to fill out a form. And in the form, it's going to have their name, email. That's where you capture the information, right? And I'll show you how to create the form in it later on. But in here, you just put, you could put claim your free guide, right? So you can put that in there. And then from there, how you actually connect it to the form, and we'll get into more detail about that in a little while. You're actually going to select where it says link to. You just want to make sure you link it to website URL. And then we're going to create the form and we're going to pop that forms link right here. So once we're done with that, I'll make sure to show you how to do that. Step 3, set up your form. Now that you've set up your sales page, you need to collect the person's information so that you can follow up with them and provide them with that freebie. So a form is what connects your sales page to that email list. It's how you collect their name, phone number, email, and any other information you need to follow up with them. Your form should be simple. Name and email is enough. Once you ask for more information, a lot of times people will abandon the form and not want to continue to fill out that information. You want to integrate your funnel software, and you want to tag or segment your lead by interest. Okay, so now we're going to add the form to our funnel. Adding a form, this is what connects your audience to your funnel. It's a simple form, but it's very important. It's the bridge between building your email list and growing your business. So how you would add the form is you're going to go into so you're still under sites, but remember we were under funnels. Now we're going to go over here to forms and click on form builder. That brings us to this page. Then I already had one sitting in here, but I'm going to show you how to create one from scratch. So you're going to click on add form. You can actually start one from a design from scratch, where it's just a blank white page, or you can go into the templates. I'm going to select templates. And in here, there's a whole bunch of different forms, just depending on what you want. It doesn't have to be that crazy, but you do want it to make sure it matches your website or your sales page. You just want to make sure that it all flows and looks the same, has similar fonts, similar colors, your logo, that kind of thing. So you want to select, again, I'm working with a therapist, so I want to select health and wellness because that for me resonates with that audience, and I'm going to find one that works well. So I'm just going to select one. So here's a form. So I'm going to press continue. And then from here, literally in here, it already has it in here what you want. First name, last name, phone number, email, submit. In the forms, you just want to make sure that you have your privacy policy and terms of service in there so that people know what they're signing up for in there. We can get into that in more detail, but the form just needs to be very simple. Name, email, maybe a qualifying question like what's your biggest struggle in this area. That helps you determine what kind of offer to give your audience. You can even tag your leads based on the answer that they provide. That way you send personalized emails later. It's just really smart marketing to just have people who are segmented. These are the people that have struggled with this particular thing. These are people that struggle with this particular thing. And that way you're sending emails that are very personalized to that group. But yeah, you can go in here, you can put your logo in here, you can put certain pictures in here if you want. If you want to add more different fields in here, you can, if you're like, oh, I want to know what their date of birth is, you can put that in there. Again, I would keep it very simple though. First name, last name, email, and possibly phone number. From there, you want to integrate the form into your funnel. So the way that you would go about doing that is you want to get this link right here. This link, so you clicked on share and you get this link. You copy the link. So there's a little option here to copy. You copy that link to your clipboard, close it out. So I'm going to save this, exit out of here, and I'm going to go back to my funnel. I'm going to click edit. And then here in my funnel, in order to connect it to this particular button, you select the button, go down to, remember we clicked on link to website URL, and then you want to select, copy it right into here, right? And then I select open a new tab and then save. And then from there we can test it. So we can go in here and view it. And let's say I'm going to select the link. It takes me right to the form. So that's how you would connect that. Then once your lead puts in their information, they're going to receive an email with your lead magnet. Next, I'm going to show you how to have those emails automatically sent to your lead so you don't have to do it. It's all automated for you. Once somebody fills out a form, they enter your world. You now have permission to follow up and sell to them ethically. Step 4, automate your emails. The final step is email automation. This is where the magic happens. This is where you welcome your lead, tell them more about your company and what you offer, gain trust from them, and then finally make your paid offer. So here's an example email sequence. Your first email should be a welcome email. This is where you deliver your freebie and maybe just give a brief overview of your company. The second email should be a story or value email. This is where you build trust with that client and let them know why you started doing what you're doing. The third email should be a problem solution email. This is where you talk about what their problem is and how you can be the solution. And this is where you tease your offer. And the fourth email, it should be a direct pitch. You should go ahead and just tell them exactly what you're offering and then ask them for that sale. The last email should be a last chance email. This is where you give urgency and you can also give them a testimonial of somebody who's gone through your program or your offer. So now I'm going to show you how to create an email automation. Your email is so important because you're not just collecting email addresses just to be collecting them. This is to nurture your audience. It's to continue to reach out to them, to let them know about offers you have, to let them know about who you are and what you do and how you can help them. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to come over here into our Saasy Boss software. And then under here, we're going to select automation. And then it'll come up with this option that says workflow. Workflow is just basically a pathway to taking someone through all the different emails. Let me show you what that looks like. So when you select create workflow, you're going to select start from scratch, or you can select a recipe. A recipe is just basically a template, but we're going to start from scratch today. because it's going to be very simple. All we're going to do, so the first thing we need to do is add a trigger. A trigger is something that triggers the system to start sending out the emails. So what is the trigger? The trigger is somebody submits the form. They opt in to your automation. So here you're going to select add new trigger, and then you're going to put form submitted, and then you select form submitted. And then you got to let the system know what form was submitted. So you go in here under filters, you go to select, you go to form is, and then you select the form. The form that we created was the wellness coaching contact form. So you select that and then you select save trigger. Now we need to tell the system, okay, now we need to send out an email. So you want to select an action. So you add an action, you press send email. And then here it is. Here's your email. So this would be your first email. So you can just go in. What I would do is go into ChatGPT and create an email. So you could just say, here's your free guide, Queen. And then you can go in and create the ideal email that you want to send out. So we can save some time. You can just say, hi. And then you can actually go in here and put in their, so you know how they entered in their first and last name? You can have the system automatically select, we call it custom values, select, send it directly to their name. So it'll automatically send out directly to their name. So you can say first name, so hi first name, here is your free guide. Then you can talk, of course this is simple, but you can give them more information about just who you are. And then thanks, Chelsea. Okay, this is simple, but we can of course utilize ChatGPT to fluff it up and make it look really nice. You can, and even it has an option here where you can write with AI. So you can actually go in here and select the tone and you can write a prompt and generate the email for you. So that's even an option there. If I go in here and I say I want a friendly tone, and I can say send a friendly email with the free guide. I'm going to put lead magnet and attached. How to be mindful in 7 days. From a therapist, and it is called How to Be Mindful in 7 days. So generate email. Use email. Okay, literally just says, I hope this email finds you well. I'm excited to share my free guide you requested. It doesn't even have to be this detailed. They could, titled. You could just say free guide you requested. This guide is designed, it'll maybe by your specific name of your company to help you incorporate mindfulness in your daily routine. Please see attached, right? So this is just giving them the free guide. Save action. Okay. And then from there, you want to send out, I would say 5 emails over the course of the next, every other day, send them an email. So I would go in here and I would say, you can click on another action, and you want to put wait, because you don't want it to send out these emails if you don't put wait, it'll send all the emails all at one time. So you want it to wait a certain amount of time. So you select wait, and then you can put in here days, and you say, I want it to wait 2 days. Save action. So it's waiting, and then after the 2 days, it's going to send another email. And then you would create a whole nother email. So what I would recommend on the second email, I would have, this is what we call a welcome sequence. So the first email is the free guide. The second email can be a little bit of storytelling, your story. Who are you? What is your company about? What do you do? The next email could be a tip or some game. Give them some information about your particular industry that would be helpful for them. Why most coaches don't make it past month 3. Just think about what would be great tips to help them. And then after you've sent out those particular emails, in the last email of your sequence, you want to start letting them know about your offer. So, you know, you deal with this particular, you have this particular problem. This is the solution, and your offer is the solution. So then you would go in and like I said, continue to create emails from here. So there's a trigger email, wait, another email. You want them to wait again another 2 days or a day or however long, but you just want to make sure that you put the wait option in between each of those emails to make sure that they don't all send at one time. Okay, so now you want to make sure that you upload your lead magnet into and put that into your email so that when people get that first email, they're able to download it. So the way you go about doing that is you actually go into your where your lead magnet is and you download it. Make sure you go to share and then you select download and you just make sure that it's PDF standard and then you select download. Once it's downloaded, I already have it downloaded here to my laptop. So then once it's downloaded, you want to make sure that you go into your media storage and you select upload. And then you go in here and you select that PDF file. Once that's in there, you just want to select 3 dots here. You want to select get link. It's copied to your clipboard. You go back into your automations, select lead magnet, and then in here, under the first email that we had created, you just want to go in here and just select text where you want people to know to click it to download. Select add link here, and then you paste it. And then you press action, and I would just put new window and save. Now that's linked to your email, and then when people opt in for your lead magnet, it'll automatically be in that first email that's sent out. You press save action, and you press save up here. Sis, if you've been putting off building a funnel because it felt too confusing or time consuming, I hope this video helped you see that you can really do this. You don't need a marketing degree or a 10-person sales team. You just need the right tools and a plan. To help you in your journey, I created the Build Your Funnel in a Weekend kit. So you're not starting from scratch. It includes plug and play templates for every step of the funnel that we just talked about, from your lead magnet to your sales page, forms, emails, and automations. And if you want to make your life even easier, you've got to check out my Saasy Boss CRM software. It's an all-in-one platform that I use to run my entire business. It's a website and funnel builder, email marketing, social media scheduler, calendar bookings, and client management all in one place. No more duct taping together 5 different tools like Kajabi, MailChimp, Calendly, Canva, and Wix. With Saasy Boss, it's all under one roof, and it actually saves you money each month. If you're still trying to figure out how to turn your expertise into consistent income and you're not quite ready for a funnel yet, grab my free guide, The Passive Income Playbook. It's going to give you the exact steps you need to simplify your business model and create an offer that makes money on autopilot. Whether you're side hustling or ready to go full time, this is your sign to stop sitting on your brilliance. You can absolutely build a business that runs without you, and it starts with your first funnel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if this video helped you. And please let me know what your first funnel is going to be about. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. I can't wait to see you thrive. See you next time, sis.